It turns out Jason Witten was a big reason why Mike McCarthy left the Dallas Cowboys, and he might remain in the Cowboys' plans moving forward. Hey, what is up, everyone? Welcome into A to Z Sports Dallas. I'm Mauricio Rodriguez, here to talk some Jason Witten and Dallas Cowboys head coaching search, which continues. So far, we know about Robert Saleh drawing interest from the Cowboys. They're likely going to interview him very soon. And we know about Deion Sanders. But one name that keeps being brought up by fans and media members alike is Jason Witten. And the reason why is pretty simple. Jason Witten has been brought up by Jerry Jones in the past, and he has been described as a future good head coach. In November, Jerry Jones even compared him to Dan Campbell. I mean, ignore that Dan Campbell had a decade's worth of NFL experience before being head coach, while Jason Witten has zero. But we know that Jerry Jones likes McCarthy. Well, Jane Slater from NFL Network had a very interesting report that said, it is my understanding that Jerry Jones has talked to Jason Witten in recent weeks, and I do believe Witten was a part of the plan Jerry initially had when he was going to bring back Mike McCarthy. I think the plan there was to make Witten a heir apparent of sorts. Mike McCarthy sort of surprised him, Jerry, when he decided he wanted to end these conversations. A lot to unpack here, and the context is very important. The Cowboys seemingly wanted to bring back McCarthy, but contract length was the issue. And based on what Slater is saying, it certainly seems like part of what Jerry Jones had in mind was, let's get Mike McCarthy back on a short-term deal, maybe a one-year contract, maybe even a two-year contract, but let's have Jason Witten in his staff kind of like learning the ropes to become the heir to the head coaching job. We'll get into how wrong and unideal that idea sounds like, but let's just see it from Mike McCarthy's perspective first. You're being offered a short-term deal, and maybe McCarthy wasn't fully aware of this, right? But the fact that Jerry Jones was going to bring in Jason Witten just kind of seems like a joke and kind of seems like an insult to Mike McCarthy. Again, maybe the head coach wasn't even aware that that was part of the plan, but that was certainly in Jerry's intentions, which is crazy to think about. Now, having said all of this, why would it be bad? I think when you have a coach that is going to take the head coach's job at any point, that just makes for a bad work environment, right? You've got coaches looking over their shoulders. You don't have a room where trust is there, right? So I don't think this was going to be a good idea ever for the Cowboys, but it seems like that's what Jerry had in mind. Now, there is one bet the Cowboys could make that could snowball into Jason Witten finding his way into the Cowboys coaching staff. But speaking of bets, let's talk about our friends over at Texas Card House, where the thrill of the game meets the excitement of the community. Make sure you visit any of their 6 Texas locations, including the Las Colinas and Dallas venues. And listen, at Texas Card House, you get the perfect blend of luxury, sophistication, and camaraderie for any poker aficionado. Whether you're a poker rookie or whether you are a seasoned pro, you're going to have fun at Texas Card House. And if you mention A to Z Sports, you will get 1 free month of membership and 2 free hours to play poker. Check them out over at Texas Card House. But back to the Cowboys bets. If Dallas brings in Kellen Moore, and I think that would be my prediction for next Cowboys head coach, it kind of seems like it could be the exact staff that Jerry Jones wants to build. So I could totally see the Cowboys bringing in Kellen Moore at head coach and then working Jason Witten into some sort of role. Specifically because when you think about Kellen Moore, you think about the X's and O's, you think about the offense, you think about him as a play caller. Not exactly as this culture enforcer or builder. We have not seen that side of Kellen Moore yet. And if that's what Cowboys want, they could talk themselves into, let's find a way where Jason Witten is in this staff and provides that culture aspect that Kellen Moore might not be experienced with. Personally, I don't like the idea of bringing someone who isn't part of whoever Kellen Moore has in mind for his own staff, but that's the way the Cowboys operate, and I wouldn't rule it out. More on the Cowboys coaching search here at A to Z Sports Dallas later in the week. Make sure you stay tuned in. See you next time.